Good afternoon, good afternoon. It is a cloudy day. There's been a little bit of good, little sunshine around, but it's basically been a cloudy day. We've been watching those showers moving through. How are you? Good afternoon. First warning, meteorologist Eric Burris with you. This is the Afternoon Coffee Talk. We get together and we update things across Central Florida just before our early evening newscasts. And of course, we have been riddled with that piece of energy just off of our East Coast, bringing showers to Central Florida. Bigger perspective, though, giving you the overall idea. There is a cold front out west, and that cold front is marching in our direction. So be ready, because we've got some things a-changing over the next couple of hours. For us tonight, front is going to be pulling through. That is going to be allowing those temperatures to drop, and the clouds and the showers are going to clear little by little by little by little. We are into a pretty big, messy situation, okay? And when I say that, I mean, it's just not, Florida is not going to Florida. So let's talk about things. We've got wind chill advisories overnight tonight into tomorrow, because the wind chills will feel like the 20s for many areas, into the 30s. We have got hard freeze and freeze watches posted for early Sunday morning. Yeah, there's quite a situation playing out. So here's the kind of, an old chief of mine used to call it the hits, runs, and errors, okay? Temperatures tonight are going to be dropping into the 30s for many locations. Feels, though, even cooler. Feels like the 20s and the 30s. Super fun, right? Then for tomorrow, through the day, it's going to be windy. It's going to be chilly. It's going to be getting sick weather. Is that it? You know, how do you like that term, right? And then for Sunday morning, not only are we expecting a freeze, but we're expecting a hard freeze, okay? So let's just take you through and see what we've got for you, okay? First off, let's just talk about morning lows. Tonight into tomorrow morning, the low temperature in Orlando gets down to 38. The low temperature on Sunday morning gets down to 31. Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi will be in the studio. I will be out in the first warning weather lab. Marley Martinez is going to also be out in the field. We're going to have live team coverage for you so that you've got every avenue of this cold understood, because that's the important thing, right? You want to know. And it's up to us. It's our job to keep you updated. So I want to make sure that you are updated, right? It's important, okay? So that said, let's chat. Let's chat numbers, shall we? First and foremost, let's go right out to the expectation, all right? Tonight into tomorrow morning, and understand that these numbers are going to change, because Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi and Meteorologist Cam Tran updating things as we speak. Here's tomorrow's morning low temperatures, all right? About 38 degrees in Orlando, 36 or so in Leesburg, 34 or so in the Villages, 34 or so in Ocala. That does not include the wind chill. We'll get to that in a minute. For tomorrow afternoon, 50s for most of us, 40s for some, Daytona Beach, Palm Coast, that sort of thing. Then let's look at Sunday morning, all right? This is where, obviously, we get the coldest air we have seen. And the expectation is we get the coldest air we have seen in years. The last time we hit freezing in Orlando was 2018. 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. 4 years, right? 31 is our forecast temperature at Orlando International Airport. 27 degrees is our forecast low temperature at Sanford Airport. 26 in DeLand, 24 in Ocala. So, of course, this is problematic. I'm going to have to cover up some of my sensitive plants. You should be covering up some of your sensitive plants. I'm going to be running my pool pump overnight. You should do the same thing. The 3 Ps, pets, animals. Bring in the outdoor animals, put them in the garage. I don't care what you do. They don't deserve it, and it's up to us to take care of them. Horses, keep them warm in the barns. Keep them blanketed, whatever you need to do, okay? So pets, plants, cover them up. Pipes, Leave it on a bit of a drip, especially if you're in an area like Ocala or DeLand or the Villages where the temperatures are going to get so very cold. We have to be cognizant of that. And then there's really a fourth one, which is people. Use common sense. All too often this time of year, though, that kind of goes out the window. Space heaters. A lot of people use space heaters. Remember, when you go in another room, turn it off. When you keep it away from, I've got my curtains. I also have the dinosaur. But turn off the space heater. House fires this year are unbelievably driven by cold snaps. So be careful, okay? I'm not gonna you're not gonna get frostbite in this kind of weather. So it's not dangerous in that respect, but we have to be cognizant of being smart. We have to be cognizant. Common sense. Common sense. I'm going to say it one more time. Common sense, right? Okay. All right, so let's break this down kind of zone by zone, because this is people, I think, get the best information from graphics like this. So we'll start in our northwestern areas. Sumter, Lake, Marion counties, okay? From about 10 p.m. to 9 a.m., we think that temperatures could start to approach freezing as early as 10 p.m. 4 to 11 hours, depending on your neighborhood, vicinity to lakes, things like that. 4 to 11 hours, okay? The biggest thing, we know crops, orange groves, other citrus, ferns, lots of ferneries around town. So covering those up, protecting those crops. For me, I've got palm trees in the back I need to take care of. Protecting young and old, making sure that your elderly relative has working heat and knows that they need to switch it on. Of course, for me, I would love to go out to Disney this weekend or SeaWorld or something, but I can't. I'm just not, because I don't think it's the smart thing to do. With the wind chill values that we're talking about, okay? So Marion, Sumter, and Lake, 4 to 11 hours of a possible freeze. Right. Through the metro, okay? For you, Volusia, Seminole, and Orange counties, even down to Osceola, 1 to 9 hours, just kind of depends, like West Volusia, rural Seminole, West Orange. We could be talking about, 7, 8, 9 hours of temperatures approaching freezing. From 11 p.m., that should say, to 8 a.m., okay? That's the I-4 corridor. And then our coastal communities, kind of a lesser impact here, okay? But same idea. 11 p.m. to 8 a.m., kind of 1 to 9 hours. Just depends on the exact spots, right? But, it's, I'm just going to be honest with you. It's a big deal. It's not the coldest air we've ever seen, but it's awful cold. It's also awful for us Central Floridians that we're just not used to this. This is not at all what we like to deal with. Now, winds. Let's talk about the winds. Tomorrow, 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. Gusts. 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts. That's also awful. So where do the feels like temperatures go? All right, so let's just take a look at Futurecast. And let's just roll through time. Let's get to tomorrow morning, and we're just going to stop it at 6:37. Yeah, there's 6:30. Feels like the 30s to the 40s. Let's roll through your Saturday. Okay, there's 3 p.m. Saturday. Feels like the 30s and the 40s. Well, that's not right. Temperatures aren't moving at all, or the feels like temperatures aren't moving at all during the day. Oh no, that's right. That's why there's a wind chill advisory in effect. That is why I'm not going to Disney with the family. Because even though the temperatures do climb through the day to about, 50 or so, that gusty driving wind is going to keep things chilly. Wow, that's fun. That's not fun at all, right? And then, of course, after that, watch those feels like temperatures dropping and dropping and dropping. There's 7 a.m. Sunday morning. Feels like the 20s, area-wide. Oh, what fun. Now, that said, we live in Central Florida. Why am I saying that? Because I do have good news. All right? And when it gets this cold, we could all use some good news, right? Look at the 7-day forecast here. Yes, Friday turns to Saturday, turns to Sunday. We go from cold to colder to gross. By Monday, still dealing with some frost. But look at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, 77 on Wednesday, 78 on Thursday. You love to see it. You may not. I love to see it. I think we all love to see it. That's a little more my speed. That's a little more my speed. So, for what it's worth, let's just make sure we know. Yeah. In the meantime, for today, we've been watching those showers, but over the next few hours, those are going to be clearing out. This weekend, though, it is going to be big impact. It's not, it's not dangerous like we're going to get frostbite, but it's dangerous in the sense that house fires. I hope I don't, but I just know the way that it works. When you get these big cold snaps, there are house fires. There's going to be stories across Florida or the Southeast where people that are not used to getting the cold run the space heater incorrectly, and they run into, dangerous conditions. So be careful if you're running a space heater, that sort of thing, all right? It's going to be cold out. That said, in about 18 minutes or so, West 2 News at 4 fires up, and there is absolutely, cover to cover. I've got to do this so that, because you see the dinosaur and it's just like, I feel like it kills all my credibility. West 2 News at 4 fires up here in a couple of minutes, and the big focus is going to be, of course, the cold that's moving our direction. That makes me feel better. What to do with pets, run your pool, that sort of thing. We are going to have live team coverage, okay? And then again, just know that and Alex is in the lab, I believe, today. I'm not at work, so I don't know for sure, but I believe Alex is in the lab. So stay tuned for that, starting in just about 15 minutes or so. And then, of course, we have complete coverage. I will be posting information all night long tonight, and all day tomorrow, and all night long tomorrow, and all day on Sunday. That's kind of the neat thing in the social media world, right? Is that we can still be here like I'm talking to you right now. I'm not at work, but it's another way to get you information. And there's brand new model data coming in, so you do want to check in with Cam here in a couple of minutes and Tony in a couple of minutes because they've got even newer forecast. I'm showing you the day forecast, but there's a new forecast package coming together with new model data, so tune into that, okay? All right, I'm going to stop rambling on. I am going to get a coat on my way to the kids. I have to because I'm going to be in the weather lab this weekend. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Stay warm. We will keep you up to date. Thank you so very much for hanging out for Afternoon Coffee Talk. We'll see y'all later.